Hi my loves, welcome back to the channel. This is the part 2 of the side gathered midi dress tutorial. In this video, I'll be showing you how to sew the side gathered dress step by step. If this looks like what you are interested in, then you need to watch this video till the end. Please do well to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you are new here, and drop me nice comments. Now let's get started. In my previous video, I showed how to draft and cut this dress. If you have not seen the video, scroll down my videos tab to check out the cutting tutorial for proper understanding, or you can just tell me in the comment section to send you the cutting tutorial and I'll do that as soon as possible. Now to continue with the tutorial, as you can see, I have already cut out the lining piece for each pattern just as the main fabric. I am using black lining for the sides because I couldn't find the same color of lining at home. Please pardon me for this. If you're making the dress for a client or for yourself, use the same color of lining, okay? Using lining on this dress is optional. If you do not want to add lining, you can go ahead and just cut out facing for the front and the back neckline as well as the armhole area, okay? But for mine, I am going to be lining the dress. So I'm going to go ahead now and start joining the dart line, okay? So I'll take off the pins. So I'm going to pin the side front, one piece of the side front to the middle front. I'll align the notches, okay, at the under bust and pin. Then I'll pin the other side as well. Then I'm going to go ahead now and use the 1/2 inch to join the darts, okay, for the front. And the lining piece, I will also join the lining pieces, okay. For the back, I will also join the dart lines, okay. I will go ahead and remove the pattern papers, then align the waistline of the back, okay. I just want to make sure that the waistline aligns, all right. I'll pin the main fabric as well as pin the lining pieces, okay. Now for the middle of the back, I will go ahead and mark down the zipper allowance that I have at the middle of the back down to the hemline. Then I'll go over to my sewing machine and start stitching from the hip line down to the hemline, okay. I'll also fix the zipper at the middle of the back. After joining the dart lines, this is what the back looks like. I also went ahead to fix the zipper at the back. So this is what it looks like from the right side. For the front, I also went ahead to join the dart lines, okay, for the front. And I had to press the seam lines open as well, okay. So this is what it looks like from the right side. And then for the lining pieces, this is the first lining piece. I also press the seam lines open. And then this is the back lining piece, okay. After joining the front dart line, you will notice that there is an excess here on both sides. So all you have to do is just to trim it into the armhole, okay, if you have an excess. I have to also trim the lining piece, okay, into the armhole carefully. You don't need to cut your seam line. Then for the strap, I have already stitched on both sides of the strap, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and trim it down a little bit so that when I flip to the right side, it is going to lay flat, all right. So I'm going to use a fabric turner to turn it over to the right side. So now this is it. You're going to have about 2 pieces of this strap, okay. Remember that we cut 4 pieces, so you use one to turn each one over. So this is the front bodice. Remember that we had to notch one side of this strip for the front, okay. So I am going to be fixing that side towards the armhole, okay, like so. I'll pin it down. So that place that has notch will go towards the armhole, okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and pin down the 2 straps on the front bodice, okay, from the middle point of the front bodice. After pinning the 2 straps, I will get the lining piece of the front bodice and lay it on top of the main fabric, okay, making sure that the dart lines align. Then I'll go over to my sewing machine and stitch them together. After stitching, this is what it looks like, okay. I want to go over to my sewing machine and top stitch towards the lining, okay, so that the lining can lay flat. All right, this is what it looks like. So I also went ahead to give it a very good press. This is what it looks like from the right side. So the next thing we are going to be doing now is to fix the strap to the back. I'll get the back piece and I'll get the strap and I'll pin it down on that notch that I gave. So I'll pin the other side as well. I am going to go ahead now and turn the neckline of the back, okay? So this is the back lining piece. I'll get one side first and then place it on top of that side with the right sides facing each other, the right side of the back, and this is also the right side of the lining piece. So I'm going to go ahead and pin them together. I want to also pin the other side, okay? So I'm going to go over to my sewing machine now and stitch on the back neckline as well as the zipper area, okay? I am going to use the lining piece to also turn the zipper area, all right? After stitching on the back, this is what it looks like. So I'll go ahead and trim off the excess zipper. Then I'll go ahead and turn to the right side. So what we are going to be doing next is to join them together by the sides, okay? So I'll bring them together with the right sides facing each other. I'll go ahead and mark the 2 inches side seam allowance, okay? I'll pin the back to the front, okay, by the sides. I want to pin the main fabric to the main fabric and then the lining of the front to the lining of the back, okay, so that I can have a neat finish. Now I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and stitch on the side markings, okay, on both sides, right? Then I'll come back. This is what it looks like after stitching on the side markings, okay? Can you see? When pinning them together, make sure that the edges here are equal. That is, the front and back are equal at the edge, okay? You don't want to have one longer than the other. So what I'm going to do now is to loosen the stitches I have here a little bit so that the armhole can lay flat, okay, when I turn to the right side. So I want to loosen the stitches I have, that is the joining I have on the lining and the main fabric, a little bit, not too much. So this is it. I will also loosen the other side because of the allowance I have up to 2 inches allowance, so I want to make sure that the dress lays flat at the armhole, okay? So I want to rip off the seam I have there a little bit. So this is what I have, very close to the seam line. You can see that I did not get to the seam line, okay? I just got like ½ inch close to the seam line. So I'm going to also loosen the other side as well a little bit. So this is what the inside looks like. You can see how neat it is on the inside, okay? I am going to go over to my ironing board and press the seam lines open. So you open up the seam lines and press, okay? Both the main fabric and the lining piece, okay? After pressing on the side seam, I had to press the side seams open, okay? So this is what it looks like from the inside. This is how the inside looks like. You can see how neat it is. and then this is the right side. You can also see how neat it is. So the next thing we are going to do now is to join the lining and the main fabric together so that we can join the side gathers. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pin the lining and the main fabric together. Okay, now I will go ahead and pin the lining piece and the main fabric together, making sure that everywhere is straight and neat. You don't want to have anywhere rumpled. Okay, remember, if you do not want to add lining, you can decide not to add lining to your dress. Okay, you can just cut out facing for the front and the back neckline as well as the armhole area. Okay, I will go over to my sewing machine and stitch them together. After stitching, I will go on and trim off any excess around the curve before fixing the side gathers. Okay, this is the bodice, and from the hemline of the bodice, I will note down where I want to start pleating the side gather from. Okay, so from the hemline, I want to start pleating the gathers from this point. Okay, from where the dart line started from. So I'm going to start pleating from 24.5. Okay, then on the other side, I will also mark down 24.5. That is where I want the gather to start from. Okay, so I'll turn the back and also mark the same point, 24.5, at the back on both sides. Okay, I will get the gather fabric. Remember that we had to cut out 2 pieces for the gather fabric. So I will get the first piece. I will mark down that 24.5 from the beginning of the fabric. Okay, I'll mark down that 24.5. So this is where it is. Then I'll go to the other side and also mark down the same 24.5 on both sides of the fabric. Okay, so this is where it is too. So that means from here I will start pleating the fabric. Okay, until I get to the other 24.5. all right, get the bodice. Remember that the gather is going to start from this point that we already marked on the bodice. Okay, so I'll go ahead and measure to know how many inches I'm pleating my gathers. Okay, from the front to the back. So I have 16.5. So that means I am going to pleat this remaining fabric to 16.5. Okay, from the 24 inches that I marked, I'll pleat till I get to the other 24 inches, and the pleat is going to be by 16.5. right now, I will get the second gather fabric and mark 24.5 on each side of the fabric, just like I have done for the first one. Now I have gather stitches on the fabric from the 24.5 inches to the other 24.5 inches. Okay, so I am going to go ahead now and manually gather the fabric into the measurement of the side gather. From the front, this 24.5, to the back, the 24.5 at the back, and I have 16.5 there. Okay, so I'm going to manually gather the fabric into the 16.5. Okay, I'll be dragging the gathered stitches to form my gathered pleats. Okay, into the 16.5 inches measurement that I want. If you know how else to do your gathers, you can go ahead and use the method. You can equally have pleats, tiny or bold pleats, if you want to have pleats on yours. Okay, for mine, I want to have gathers. So now I have already pleated the both fabrics. Okay, I have already gathered to 16.5 inches. Okay, so what we are going to do now is to fix them to the bodice. Okay, so I'll get the bodice. So this is it. Then I'll start pinning from the hemline. Okay, so I'll get this part and pin to the hemline of the bodice. Remember that I said that the gather is going to start from this point. Okay, where I indicated. So you can see that my gather stitches is starting from that 24.5. Okay, so I'll go ahead and pin. I'll pin down to the hemline of the front. Okay, so now this is what it looks like after pinning. So I'll go ahead and pin the other side as well, the other side gather. Okay, from the hemline I'll pin. So now this is what it looks like. I am going to go over to my sewing machine now and join the two sides together. Okay, so after joining the side gathers, this is what it looks like. So I will go ahead now and weave it. Okay, to avoid fraying. You can see that the fabric is already fraying. You can see how beautiful it is looking already. You can notice that the hemline is in block form. So this is how it is. It is in block form. So all you have to do is to hem this side. After hemming this side, then you hem the other side as well. And that's it, my loves. That's how you sew a dramatic side gathered midi dress step by step. If you followed along, tell me how it went for you. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to help. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed, turn on your notification bell so that anytime I upload any sewing tutorial, you'll be notified. Thanks for watching.